Welcome to the Boredmen podcast. Today we are going to discuss a few of the things that are coming out soon, game-wise, and some leaks. So recently there was a PS4 Slim leak on a European site.
Like an auction site?
Yeah, an auction site. And the image that they showed, it looked like it was all matte on top of it, so there's none of the slick.
They're not supposed to have any of the just
shiny black plastic.
Yeah.
And that it just had PS4 I'd say engraved in the top of it, right in the center.
Mm-hmm.
And that I think was the only thing that had shiny in it. But it looked really cool.
Also, it has actual buttons.
Yes, there was actual
which I'm a
buttons.
fan of.
Yeah, definitely.
I
think we touched that last episode.
It looked really thin, like maybe 2.5 inches.
Yeah, it was super thin.
Compared to like the 4 or 5 that the regular
Yeah,
PlayStation.
and it's not that much smaller, but I mean, the PS4 is already pretty small to begin with.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see, other things that are out. There's the new thing for the fractured butthole.
Yeah, definitely not getting their version of smell-o-vision. Not gonna do it.
Yeah.
No. Even if it were a real thing.
What if it's important for the story?
I don't think the need to smell farts is.
Oh man, did you guys smell that? And it's just put in the nauseous rift that says it on your controller.
And from what I understand, the farts happen pretty often. So.
Yeah,
So it's
you can literally do it with your character anytime you want.
Yeah.
Oh,
I think it's one of your attacks, right?
Oh, I'm sure.
I think it was in the Stick of
Yeah,
Truth.
Stick of Truth.
Yeah. Definitely. No. I like technology. I think that could have gone towards something a little bit more useful.
I think it was just for fun.
Oh yeah, I know, but
I'm sure they had to do a lot of hard work on it too, though. So if for no one to buy that, it would be a waste of assets.
Except they're going to sell it at a ridiculous price, so that the one person that does buy it has.
It just covers their whole funding.
Yep.
Let's see. Other things. There's Rocket League's new expansion comes out next month.
Yep.
I'll probably get it and play that.
You don't have to get it.
It's free, ain't it?
Yeah.
But I might actually play that because I don't play Rocket League, but that looks like something I would enjoy. Yeah. Being able to kick someone away from the ball or grapple the ball to me would be great in the mechanics. That they haven't done that already kind of astounds me.
Yep. It's one of those things that you can't believe it wasn't put in the game sooner, but you wouldn't have thought of it before they announced it. So
definitely.
But I mean, who would have thought you could make car soccer and make a lot of money off of it too?
Yeah, I never would have guessed I'd be playing Rocket League. Still.
I bet the creators behind it were kicking themselves because wasn't it free at one point on PlayStation 4?
I think though.
That was like a publicity thing.
And I think that's why, it's part of the reason why it's got so big is because if it just came out and they charged for it, nobody would have bought it, I feel like.
No.
Or a lot of people would have bought it. But since people got it and thought it was fun, then they kind of spread the word.
Yeah.
And now they're doing really big tournaments
Yeah.
and money prizes and stuff off of it.
Yeah.
Big e-sport.
Well, yeah, that does make sense because if they were to just charge something cheap, like $15 for the game when it first came out, a few people would have bought it, but then, not very many people would have.
Bought it.
I only got it because it's free. Jake said to get it. He said, get this game, it's free. I was like, it's free.
Yeah, he told me to get it, and I was like, yeah, I'll go home and download it and get on for 2 weeks. I didn't get online for 2 weeks.
Man.
I missed my
But
opportunity.
speaking of esports, the new Rise of Iron is going to make Destiny an esport.
Yep.
They're putting in private games, so MLG is taking it up and put it on their rosters. So now that you can play game battles, which is its own website for MLG, and through it you can do tournaments, rise up on a ladder, and even go to big places and win money.
That's something else I'm surprised I didn't do sooner. Because Halo's a big esport, and they knew how big that was for them.
It's still a big esport now.
Kept Halo popular in a lot of ways, so you'd think they would have added that into Destiny from the beginning. But
I'm super excited.
I think they wanted to get, a lot of people involved in it. Like, oh yeah, well, this is a fun game. It's kind of like Halo, but it's not Halo, you know. And then now that we're going into year 3 of Destiny.
September 2014.
Yep.
I think when Destiny came out.
My first midnight release of a game, and I think that's why I hate it so much.
Destiny?
Yep.
I stayed up all night to get that
Did you
game.
even play it the first night?
Took it home and hated it.
Oh man, I was in love with it.
I'm still in love with it.
It was really fun.
I played for 3 hours before I even got in the shower today.
Probably my biggest disappointment purchase I've ever made.
Man.
We'll
I
say
think it's
that's
because
why
you
you
didn't
get
play it with friends for the most part.
I think I'm with Levi. I kind of fell off of it, and the reason why was because at the midnight release they were like, "Oh man, go ahead and get the season pass with it. It's only $25." Oh well, what's it all supposed to come with? All the expansions and all that's supposed to be coming in the next year. Oh, okay, that sounds good. Got it. Turn around, 2 DLCs. And then my PlayStation decided to be a piece of crap and not download the season pass, so I had to go in and buy both of the expansions, or I bought one of them separate. I bought the Dark Below separate, and then I got the what's the other one?
House of Wolves.
I got the House of Wolves because I actually was able to download the season pass. So I ended up spending $60 on the game, $25 or whatever it was for the expansion or for the season pass. Then I spent another
I don't think the
$10, $15.
Yeah, I don't think the Dark Below was very much. I think it's like $10.
And then I turned around and bought
Taken King?
The Taken King. I went and bought the Taken King, and it added a lot of cool stuff to it, but
Yeah, the Taken King totally changed the game.
but it was just, I guess you said it right, it's just no fun playing by yourself. I had to play by myself because everybody else wanted to play at 3 o'clock in the morning. I had to go to work.
Yeah, that's usually when I get home from work and then I'd be playing it. And then go back to sleep and then wake up and do it again. Or get home from school and then stay up until school.
Not I.
I think I'm going to be hooked on Destiny 2 a little longer. Because, I played Destiny pretty, a lot for the first
Like
year and a half.
Yeah.
And then I fell off. And I got back into the Take King just a little bit just to finish the story. But I feel like I would have been more invested in it if the story was more drawn out. Like the whole thing they did with
They failed with the story.
Yeah, I liked it. But the whole thing they did with the Grimoire, where you actually had to go in and read the lore online. If I could have done that in the game, or if there were more cutscenes, explain more, or something like that.
I feel like if it would just have flowed a little better. It was like cutscene, and you go all this, and you have Peter talking in your ear and telling you some
I miss
backstory.
Peter Dinklebot.
Yep.
Dinklebot.
But
Peter Dinklage.
But they put out the story online about why it's like that. Some of the guys that don't work at Bungie anymore that were working on the story that ended up getting, I think they either left or got fired, so they had to change the whole story with just a few months till the game came out.
I remember hearing
So they had to piece it together. So it wasn't really their fault, but I'm sure they'll fix a lot of that with Destiny 2.
I hope so. I'm excited for Destiny 2. They said that your character you have now is the one you'll pick up in the story. So the 3 characters you have in Destiny 2, you'll have them, your gear, and your guns and stuff, and your light level. But you'll be starting from a new story point. So I'm pretty excited for that, because you'll just be continuing.
So even more reason I should not get it. Because I don't have anything to continue.
Did you read the little thing about the artifacts and stuff about each of the?
Yes, now in the Rise of Iron, all the artifacts have different perk sets with them.
Mm-hmm.
Like one of the perks on that are not class specific anymore, so you can have them on any of your classes. And now,
No, some of them are because
not the new ones in the Rise of Iron.
the artifacts.
None of them are specific. They even done a live stream and said that. None of them were specific. The artifacts now are, but the new ones you'll have perks where you can. For one of them, you can tell who has their super on the enemy team,
Mm-hmm.
whose health is low and who's not. It'll highlight them in red or gold.
The gold is for when the super's full, and the red's when their health's low.
And then green when they're full health.
There was one of them that really caught my attention, and I thought it was, pretty good idea, and I think kind of fit my playstyle when I did play. It got rid of your super altogether.
Yep.
But it gave you an extra grenade and an extra melee charge. And I think it did something like every time you pick up an orb, it would recharge your grenade and melee, and the recovery speed of both of them are boosted.
That's a really cool one. There's another one. It like cuts your what is that thing at the top? The little map.
Mm-hmm.
It cuts that into eighths. So now it's like super detailed and pinpoints when your enemies are at on your.
It also stays up when you're looking down, when you're aiming down sights. So
That's
the map doesn't disappear.
So I'm really excited for Iceborne.
There's some,
And it's
there's
next
some pretty cool
month.
stuff.
Now, do you still have Destiny on disc with or do you?
Yeah, I had it on disc.
That'd be something cool we could play together. Now that there's private matches, we could do 2-on-2 or 3-on-3 if there's more of us.
That'll be really fun.
Yeah.
So y'all need to get COD 4 so we can do game battles on it.
Definitely. I just signed up for a new Game Battles account and everything.
I'm not gonna buy Infinite Warfare just to get COD 4. Sorry,
I am.
it's a lot of.
I'm sure if you
I'm
wait
I'm
like
also
2 weeks
gonna-
after it comes out, they'll announce that it's going to be sold separate.
I'm gonna give
It's on
Infinite. I'm gonna give Infinite Warfare a chance, and if it's ass, then it's ass.
Yeah, and then I'll just toss the disc out the window.
Yeah, we'll
and
just throw it out the window.
Start playing COD 4.
Sell it back.
Now,
Amazon will be fine. I mean,
according to everything I've read, anyway, they're not going to have it to where you can play COD 4 without the Infinite Warfare disc.
Ooh,
That way you can't buy it, and then download COD 4 and then go and sell it.
That's a dirty move.
that is a dirty move.
I think it'll be downloadable.
Yeah, I thought it.
Yeah, it's supposed to be
I figured
code
like
in
it'd
the
been
box.
code in the box.
Because apparently you get the campaign 30 days early
Yeah,
for COD 4.
That's true.
So that'll have to be downloadable.
But
Because you won't have the disc.
everybody will play the campaign, I'm sure, because it was.
COD 4's campaign was awesome.
A lot of people argue it's the best campaign of the
Yeah,
Call of Duty
it is.
franchise. I liked myself
I like War better.
Modern Warfare 2. I liked,
it's the same story though.
Yeah, it's just continuation.
but that was the first one I jumped into. But no, Jake's right. World War was a really good one.
If Treyarch does a remaster of World at War, sweet God, that's gonna be great.
They might do it. I hope they do it to like test out the waters and see how many people want World War II games again. That'd be a good way to test it out. It wouldn't cost that much just to remaster.
Battlefield 1 comes out.
Next month.
That should be
next
big
month
enough.
also.
That should be a big enough clue. But
Yeah, when everyone just completely falls off of the map onto Battlefield. It's gonna be great. All the games
Infinite.
just stop.
Everybody's tired of the futuristic warfare.
excuse me.
Somebody I was watching on YouTube said that if they actually would just shift back to the modern times, the modern warfare, so to speak, not necessarily the same story, but
Not
just
more modern,
like-
not.
It'd be impossible to sell another campaign like that though. Because they did such a good job on the first Modern Warfare trilogy.
You know as well as I do that
All three of those games
everybody
was phenomenal.
would buy it.
I'd buy it, yeah, but I wouldn't play the campaign, probably.
Yeah. I didn't even play Black Ops 3's campaign. I didn't even start it at all.
I love Call of Duty campaigns, but when I started playing Black Ops 2 and they had the missions that were like side missions, and then I forgot what they called them. But I hated that. I wanted just a
I
regular
know
story
what you're talking
campaign.
about. It was like they gave you an objective to defend, and you had
Yeah.
to use all these different.
It felt so stupid. There was no. They went from being story missions to like wave-based missions. They had no story.
And Black Ops
They were in
1
the campaign.
Black Ops 1 campaign was so good too. It was like
Yeah,
it was so
thorough.
good. It's like my favorite one. So.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Because it was a
really-
continuation of War.
I think it's the only Treyarch one that really. That one and World at War. Those are the two Treyarch games that
Well, I mean, they're connected.
Actually, like-
It just had like some of the same characters.
Yeah. Which I loved.
Reznov.
Reznov.
I. Yep. Really
Sad.
good games.
But no, it's my understanding that they intend to do that. the reason why they decided, somebody was, just, I guess, speculation at this point, but they said that the only reason why they could figure that the reason why they decided to release the remastered COD 4 with Infinite Warfare is because, everybody's kind of dwindling on the, futuristic warfare. And they're like, well, just in case this does bottom out, what if we have like a contingency plan just to be like, hey, you buy this game and you get this game for free or whatever. Technically, I guess you're spending an extra $25 on it. How much is the?
I think it's 80 instead of normal 60, right?
Yeah. So $20 for the remastered COD 4. But yeah, that's going to be their moneymaker right there.
I was going to buy it when it was set at $109.
Yeah, probably.
They still have that. They still have that one.
It's just a collector's edition, ain't it?
It comes with the season pass to Infinite Warfare.
Oh, okay. No, not doing it.
But I think that's why they did it, because they're like, since which one was it? Black Ops 2, the Call of Duty sales have just slowly declined. Black Ops 3's been the highest selling one since then, but they've just been declining.
Black Ops 3 is not a bad game.
It's not. I think it gets old pretty fast.
Because
they get a lot better than
I think there's just too much you can do in multiplayer. Like
exactly
the jump packs and.
If people bought Call of Duty because it was just a shooter.
Yeah.
But now there's jumping and specialists and all that, and it's just all bullshit.
Yeah, the specialist thing, I feel like they copied Destiny with that.
Well, I don't know about that.
Yeah, they just simplified it down
because you have to. Well,
I think it's kind of like more Overwatchy or something like that. Because you have different abilities for each one.
Yeah.
okay.
But Overwatch it's weird because it looks like it's more complicated. It's actually more simple because you don't get to choose a weapon or anything like that. Your character has its moves and then that's it. There's no modifying them. You have its moves, you can use those. But Call of Duty's in this weird space where it's like
everything is
trying to be a little more like Halo / Destiny, but it's not. I mean, it's not a Call of Duty shooter anymore. It's like this weird middle thing. And they need to be Call of Duty shooter and then spacey shooter, and then you do totally different things. Don't be like blended together because makes everything feel the same.
It's kind of why I'm ready for COD 4 because I think it's gonna be more competitive.
It's gonna be really refreshing too.
Yeah. Apparently, the multiplayer for COD 4 was super popular because you didn't pick your kill streaks, anything like that. You could pick what weapon you wanted, but it only could add
You can't pick
one
your kill
attack.
streaks.
No, you can't. Radar.
I like that. I mean, everybody's on like a level playing field.
There's a radar, and then there's like a
airstrike, and then
attack chopper.
And I'm pretty sure it was Call of Duty 4 and Halo 3 totally changed first-person shooters. When those two games came into play, it was just a whole new world, and everything's been building on top of their foundation.
Or trying to at least.
I'm just ready for a Modern Warfare 2 remaster.
Yep,
Yeah,
that's one of my
as soon as if that happens, I don't even know if I'll play another game.
I really would like just a remastered, like on PS4, of all three Modern Warfares.
Well, they thought they were going to do that because it leaked. I can't tell. I don't remember if it was earlier this year or end of last year. Like Modern Warfare Collection. That's like the only thing that leaked, and we thought, they're finally going to do it, and they only put it on 360 and PS.
Yeah.
That
for
was
PS3 and 360.
That's so disappointing.
Why?
Why? I probably still would have bought it.
I don't care if they don't have to do the resolution or anything. I just put it on disc, put it on PS4 or Xbox One.
It'd be fun.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
people will buy it. Mm-hmm. I mean, I want them to be upgraded this bit. Weird decisions.
The nostalgia, as soon as you get to start out your first multiplayer game, is going to be ridiculous.
Oh, no. I was watching a video the other day, and it was talking about, what, top 10 most tragic, I guess, sidekick deaths or whatever. I don't know what it was entitled, but it was in the top 3, I think, was the mission where Roach and Ghost get shot.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, spoiler alert. If you ever played COD
Jesus,
4.
if you haven't played it and it's been out for 15 years, Jesus Christ.
It's only been like 10 years.
When did that game come out?
2001.
I was young.
It was 2001.
Pretty sure.
That's 15 years.
Pretty sure it's 2001.
PS3 and
It wasn't-
360
it
came
wasn't
out in
2006.
2006.
Oh, okay.
It had to be like
2006.
2006, 7.
I had it on.
Yeah, I was probably 10, close to 10 when it came out. I remember watching my cousin play it all the time.
I believe I was getting to
And
the
I couldn't
multiplayer.
do anything about it because he was bigger than me, so I couldn't like take the controller away.
Let me play. No.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
November 5th, 2007.
November 5th, 2007.
I was 10 years old.
That's the date.
9 years ago? So, it's getting there.
It's getting there.
I would,
But sniping's back though.
Yep.
Competitive sniping's gonna be a thing again.
Oh no.
That's all I do.
Mitchell, oh no. Please, no.
Yep.
They bring
start
back the-
teams again.
Oh god, they're gonna have to. Mitchell's gonna have to blow the dust off of his old Divine account. Get his quick scoping skills back on par.
The skills weren't with the account. They were with
Oh,
me.
I know. But you're gonna have to dust off the old Divine clan.
Speaking of remasters, though, I think EA came out this last week and said that they are, because originally, a year or so ago, they said that they weren't interested in doing remasters. But this last week, they came out and said that they're looking into it. And I believe Mass Effect was mentioned. I know
I
that
did
you
see
guys
that.
have played Mass Effect, but it's going to be your chance to jump
I
in.
played 2.
Well, you need to go back and play 1, then 2, and 3. And play them because they're amazing games.
They just.
They're on Xbox.
They're like the, yeah.
360 or Xbox One. You can play them, can't you?
The first one's backwards compatible, but not 2 or 3.
Oh, that's a bummer.
But they're like the Star Wars of video games. They're that good. I need to play. They are. I'm pretty sure they all got like 9s and 10s when they came out.
You know,
I heard that they're really good.
do you remember what Uncharted 3 got when it came out?
A 10. A 10.
You know what Uncharted 4 got, right? 9.5.
Not
I was so devastated.
yeah. if Greg and Colin were still at IGN.
Oh, yeah, no, I'm sure.
They would have got a 10.
It was according to the Game Informer. It was like 9.5, and I was like,
Did they give Uncharted 3 a 10?
I think so. I can't remember.
So
They gave Overwatch a 10 too, and
The
that's
game's really blowing up.
Overwatch is great.
I'd
Have you
love to
played
play it.
Have you played it? Oh, it's so fun.
I watch people play it all the time, and it looks like it's like a lot of fun.
You have
Oh
a
yeah,
PlayStation?
you just I have an Xbox One.
Of course you do.
You used to lose track of time. Well, Bobby bought it on Xbox One, and then I came home one day and got on Xbox, and it was like, Overwatch is installed. I was like,
Somebody bought it. Somebody bought it for you.
I just got it for free. Immediately jumped in, started playing it, and I was like, I don't know what I'm doing.
So I don't know if it says something good about Xbox's store or not, but man, y'all are getting all the deals. You got Overwatch for free, and then you turn around and got Fallout with the season pass included.
Yeah, but they took that away.
They took the game away, but let me keep the season pass stuff. So if I ever did buy Fallout on disc, I'd already own the season pass stuff.
Really? It took all that away from me, and they sent me an email saying that they're sorry for the inconvenience, and they credited me $10.
$10.
And then with that $10, I bought the season pass, so it was a lot cheaper.
I knew I should have bought that. I knew I should have bought the season pass. Did you see it in the PlayStation Store?
Overwatch is good. It's expensive now.
And it's expensive now.
It
But
was 30, and then jumped up
$49.99.
to 50.
at one point, though, it was they had all the DLCs marked down. The Automatron and the Wasteland Workshop was like $3 or $4 a piece, and the Far Harbor was marked down to like 12 or 13. They marked all of them down.
They'll go down again.
I really liked Far Harbor. I haven't beat it yet, but it's super fun.
Have you decided how you're gonna play through it?
Far Harbor?
Mhm.
I'm already playing through it.
I mean, how you're gonna. Logan's already decided how he's gonna play through it.
I don't understand.
He's decided to side with the Brotherhood.
Oh, that's disgusting.
He's going to kill everyone.
That's disgusting. That's exactly what I'd expect.
But
Disgusting.
again, speaking of the Xbox Store and the PSN, if you're listening to this, you're probably too late, which kind of sucks. But on PSN right now, there's a big, I think it's RPG sale, or is it classic sale?
Yeah, probably both. Why not?
And for $19.73, you can get, so just a little under $20, you can get Final Fantasy 5, 6, 8, 9, Final Fantasy Tactics, Wild Arms, and Wild Arms 2, which, besides 7, all of those are probably considered some of the best RPGs of all time. So,
Besides 7,
It's a
because
good
that
deal.
one by itself would sell for $20.
yeah, if they
And
wanted to,
they're-
they could sell $20.
Is
Yeah.
it 7 getting
Also
remastered?
Yep.
They're
So it'll
remastered.
probably be $60.
Well, there's some big controversies going on with that.
Well, it depends. If they remaster it and keep it how the Final Fantasy VII game was, then I would assume that they'd sell it for like 30 or 40.
Well, they've already said they're breaking it up into like 3 parts.
Yeah.
Oh.
So,
But if they were to take it and do like they're doing with Final Fantasy 15 and make it kind of like a smaller free roam version, I think that would warrant $60. I'd pay $60 for that.
I'll follow on that.
Yeah, because you don't know what's good.
I do. I just
Terrible taste.
it's an older game than I was playing it.
If they remastered, it's not old.
It'll still be old and it'll be more expensive. But
I tried playing Final Fantasy, but I couldn't get into it.
I couldn't either. But I had the really shitty one,
Very anime.
TN2.
Oh,
It's
well,
like the worst of the Final
Yeah.
Fantasy games. I'm pretty sure my dad bought it for me because on the cover it was just a bunch of skimpy women. And when I got in there, it was just a bunch of skimpy women. And I was like, wow, this game's pretty great. And then I started playing. I was like, wow, this game's not.
Final Fantasy, I think it was 10. Final Fantasy X was.
I heard Final Fantasy X was good, but TN2 was not.
Yeah, no. All of them after 10 were stupid, from what I understand. I didn't play any of them, but you know.
Alright, so we're getting close to time. Jake is gone for now, but I want to ask y'all what y'all think about the Eagle Flight, the VR.
It looks really fun and really immersive.
It looks
Just watching people play it, they're so into that game.
I have no idea what you're talking about, but it sounds pretty neat. So
You're basically like an eagle, and it's kind of like an objective game. But like the one I saw him play, they was flying through Paris, and like you had to collect these things or something like that, and take it to like a goal.
and you were flying from the Eagle's point of view.
Yeah.
yeah, and in the
See
middle of the
through
show,
guys.
it was like 4 people were racing, and you had to go through. I don't think they were flying through hoops. They're like collecting things. And
Yes.
they all collect these items, then make it back first. And you collected it by like steering with your head and stuff.
Yeah.
And you saw from the Eagle's vision.
Which is awesome. It'd be like a game in which you're flying.
Yep.
So-
cool.
VR is. I hope it makes its way in.
is there any chance that there will be a Shia LaBeouf cameo? Eagle Eye.
Oh, Eagle Eye? No, not at all. Not even
Yeah,
close.
exactly.
Yeah, that was it.
It sounded better in my head. I was working on that one for like 2 minutes now.
Heard the word Eagle, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
It was like Eagle Vision, Assassin's Creed. No. Shia LaBeouf. Eagle
Which
Eye.
Assassin's Creed is coming
The
out.
movie.
Yeah, the new movie. I heard they weren't going to make another game until the movie was out.
That's what I was.
And with the movie, we've talked about it in a past podcast, but I think it's getting closer to like what y'all know when the day is?
I
To
don't
have a
remember the
day.
day.
I think it's supposed to come out in the next 2 months or something like that.
10
2 or 3
months.
months.
Yeah, end of this year sometime, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's supposed to come out
So
before the end of the
hopefully
year.
it's
November
still in
probably.
2016. I'm really excited for it. They took a weird take on it, where he has like the arm that he's jumping in, like it's got a crane as a suit.
Instead of the Animus being just a table where you're actually hooked up into it and it kind of just like.
And like you're like awake when you're doing all these things, but you're not. Like it was weird.
Yeah. But it's a nice, a refreshing take on it, but what's the actor's name? Is it Michael Fassbender?
Yes.
I really like him in just about every movie I've ever seen him in.
Oh yeah, he's a good actor.
But so I'm excited for it. It also I learned the other day that there's a scene in the movie where he's doing a leap of faith off of a bell tower, and none of it's CGI. The stunt,
Stuntman?
yeah, the stunt man. There we go.
Tough one to come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man. Yeah.
Man, it's escaping me. But yeah, the stunt man actually did the whole thing. So it is the highest jump on record in 60 years, I think.
On a movie set or what?
On movie, TV, anything like that.
I can't really imagine doing that because I'm pretty scared of heights.
Yep.
So being able to jump from that high would be astounding.
I was talking to somebody the other day, and I really want to skydive one day. But I know I would just get up in the plane and then just not be able to do it. They'd have to push me out of the plane.
New change of pants as soon as you hit the ground.
Yep.
We're gonna have to. I know I would.
Alright, well, we're cutting into our time here, so we're going to cut it close, cut it here. And, on our Twitter, you can find us, all of our Twitter handles are in our description. And the Twitter for our podcast is @Boredmen. We also have a Gmail, and now we have a PayPal if you want to support. But it's definitely not like
A necessity.
yeah, it's not a necessity. It's just like if you just want to. We're not going to ask you to, but we appreciate you watching, and we're now on SoundCloud. It's a definite thing. You can find us there. You can comment, like, and interact with us there. In October 28th, we'll be doing an extra live, and you can find us on Twitch.
Maybe even YouTube.
And maybe even YouTube. Hopefully, we'll get our YouTube channel up. And thank you for watching. That's it.